So here's the point that I want to make about all this crap. Hi, Oliver. I'm doing dramas, so just take a seat. Here's the point that I've been itching to make ever since he's been threatening to do this. Hi, Mama Gerd. He's been the point that I want to make. The point that I want to make about him threatening to show or not show the panic attack isn't so much that I want to protect Neil and all that or anything like that. It's the fact that how it affects other people. People could give a good goddamn. There's plenty of people on this app that could give a good goddamn about Neil, but they still wouldn't want to see that because of other issues. But Dr. Butt over there, and I mean Butt, doesn't seem to care because, oh, we started to crack on him for his stupid, because he wanted to be this rescoper. But he's a bad rescoper. He's a horrible rescoper. First of all, he has everybody and their damn grandma in one of his fucking machines, you know? And I want to go back to when he first started doing this. I want to go ahead. Well, okay, now go. I just want to go back to when he first started rescoping scopes.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just people were just ragging on him for being a bad rescoper. Like he's a bad rescoper. There's no two ways about it because he talks over what you want to watch and he
Agreed.
doesn't let you listen to it and things like that. But then all of a sudden he comes out one day and he's like, I'm not gonna scope wings anymore because she contacted me and asked me not to, so I'm not gonna do it. And
Yes.
Stormy made a really good point. She's like, well, don't we all deserve the same latitude? And he
Yes.
was like,
I remember
basically,
that.
no, fuck. He basically told her to go fuck herself. Not in so many words, but that's basically what he was
That's what.
saying.
Yeah.
It's like,
He
basically
did that
saying,
eventually.
no, forget you. It
Mm-hmm.
only applies to wings. And
Mm-hmm.
now it seems like things apply to Cece. Only apply to Cece. Like she's telling him, like right now he was playing a scope where Conger beams up and they're like talking smack about Cece because Cece's back, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so they're talking about her, and now Cece's like, I don't want to hear any of this. I just don't. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why isn't everybody else given that latitude if they don't want to hear certain things? That's
And
what the
I
that's what the
agree.
hide button is for. That's why people hide the things because, in hindsight, they kind of regret maybe not saying the things that they said, but acting the way that they acted, with their tone or whatever. And that's my
I,
only problem with him threatening to show this Neil panic attack scope.
but how old is the thing with Neil?
It only started a few weeks, like I said, it started a few weeks ago when we
But
started
the one
ragging
that he
on
replayed, how when was that video?
the Neil panic attack
Yeah.
was maybe a month ago, maybe less, maybe a little less.
Was he already a scoper like that? Was he already scoping like the way
Had
he was?
Dr. Bud came back and been that rescoper? No, he wasn't even back as a
So
rescoper.
somebody
It
saved it and gave it to him,
Yeah,
basically.
somebody was like, play this because they don't. Somebody out there that doesn't like Neil
Yeah.
wants it to be replayed for like
Yeah.
embarrassment or whatever.
Hmm.
Because when this went down, the panic attack, Bud wasn't even back on scope. I don't even think
Hmm.
Bud wasn't even here.
I
But
didn't
then all
think
of
he
a
was.
sudden
Yeah.
he comes back and he's like wanting to rescope scopes and he's bought several machines and blah blah blah.
Dree title scoped saying she
Saying
has the
she has
scope.
the panic attack scope.
She probably
Well,
does.
well, so does Bud, and so does probably Super Yeti.
They just
Lots of people
broadcasted
probably
it.
have it.
Thank
That's
you,
the name of the
Einstein.
that's the name of the game when you go live.
I
Several
agree.
people have it.
Yeah, not only that, he just broadcasted it right now, ding dong. So of course you have it. You just snagged it right now. Like, hello.
That's what I'll tell you, Buff. The ones that are close to him have told him in the background over and over. Why don't you just go ahead and do it yourself? Get ahead of it. Reclaim it and get ahead of it. But he's choosing not to do that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And then you've got Miss Dreidel Juice out there making it all about her, saying that you know Neil's panic attack made her have a panic attack.
because they can hear me on your babe. Sorry, sorry.
Hi,
I un-
husband.
He said hi, husband. Yeah, he's like, what are you guys doing? I'm like in the closet. So he just, yeah, okay. That's what I wanted to know if it was like an old one or if it was like a new one.
And he didn't decide to have beef with Neil until probably I bet you $9 million. Little Miss Cece, who he's low key flirting with, well, not even low key, it's so
Well, I think
blatant
there's a
that
couple
they're
of people.
flirting. Got in his ear and was like, "Play this," because you know that Cece can be a vindictive bitch. There's no two ways about around
He's
it.
got a
We've
couple of
got
people.
we've got plenty of clips on that bitch if she wants to go this route. You
It's
know,
true, true.
that's why she doesn't want to go this route. That's why she hates herself being talked about, even if it's through anybody's rescope, because people have plenty of shit about her.
Yeah.
You know,
I also think that he's got a couple of people that around him that are vindictive and had a have
who's up
like,
there now? It's Dree, Cece, and who else in the beam?
let me guess. Let me guess.
Tigger.
Dawn.
Don't no, he's at work.
Oh.
I knew it, Tigger. I told you, Tigger.
Oh
Tigger.
my god. There's
Tigger.
another one that just needs to sit down. Seriously.
Uh, Lexi. Oh God.
Oh my god, this is gonna be great. I hope that they do all gather up and become a little gang because this is gonna be great, y'all.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a great. Not only are we gonna have Fly Girl and Keen like becoming a couple, you're gonna have these four numbnuts just wreaking havoc.
It's so
And
stupid.
I know,
It
right?
it's not it's he's not even respecting other people that are saying, look, I don't like Neil, but I have my own issues with panic attacks. I don't want to watch somebody else's panic attack, because it's low key embarrassing. And he's not even respecting those people.
Maybe we should show the video of him waving his teeth around again.
I mean, it's stupid.
It is. It's dumb.
I'm starting the Jimmy Nap gang. Who wants in? Do we all have
I'm
to
gonna,
shave our heads though?
I'm gonna get down, but I just wanted to know what like if it was old. That is totally
Yeah, the
me.
panic attack is more than a month old. The actual scope
You
itself,
guys are-
and he
Everybody's
wasn't
trying
even
to
back
just
when
top
that
the
scope went
vindictives.
down. So somebody got in his ear to play that,
Mm-hmm.
because, or, or maybe he just saw everybody throwing Loki shade, and he decided that Sushi and Neil were going to be the targets, of the
Yep.
shade. And I got some from him too. Because remember, y'all, he called me a faggot and Rolaids. He
Yep.
thinks I forgot about that shit.
Oh, I
You know,
remember.
he thinks I forgot. And when he tried to be all nice to me when me and Don were trying to iron our shit out. He was like, "I like you. I think you're funny." Blah blah blah. And I'm thinking in my head, "Bitch, I heard what you call me."
Yeah, that's about the time we had a fallout too, because of. But that was more about Dawn.
Right, Jimmy. The joke they make is
I'm
because
gonna hang up with you.
yeah. Go
Okay.
ahead. I have to download Instagram on this fucking iPad, and it looks ugly on this iPad. Hold on, just a second. The reason they call me Roll Age Jimmy is because I'll explain it once I finish fucking downloading Instagram onto the iPad. Um, what's up?
Oh, lovely. So now we have Karma up in the beam,
Oh
talking about
God,
her dead baby troll, whatever that means.
are we being
Very
blamed for
sad if
that
she
too,
did,
or y'all?
but I'm guessing. I'm guessing. I'm sorry. I'm about to get blamed for it. I'm sorry, I drank
Uh,
something the wrong way.
like
I'm about to get
clockwork,
blamed for it.
like clockwork. They always blame you, Thoughty, Neil, or
Yes,
JDL.
yes.
Hold
I
on.
know, but I mean, who knew that she had a baby die? I mean, I didn't know that.
Nobody knew that until somebody made a
Here's
troll.
the thing. I've shown I've even sent Dawn Law a screenshot, and I could pull it up in my stuff, where Karma herself was following that troll. And then once I called them out for making trolls of their own shit and then blaming it on other people, she dropped out, and I sent him that screenshot too. So
Mm-hmm.
it's come on, like just stop. They need to fucking stop it. To be honest,
It's ridiculous.
it's so
They
fucking
troll each
old.
other for drama.
Right. And it's so obvious. It's blatantly obvious. Like over and over and over the same bullshit. The troll is wrong, but I feel like they're doing this themselves, to be honest.
And no one knew she lost the child until she brought up that troll.
Right.
No one knew that.
I mean, I never heard her talk about it. I don't watch her.
So she can't even blame you for that. Because you don't talk to her like that.
And there there's just no need for it. I mean, it just needs to fucking stop. And then now you have them like feeding into Cece's old bullshit when honestly nothing ever happened with her family. Nothing ever fucking went on like she says. Nobody was terrorized. Cece even I have the fucking DMs from her where she said at Christmas time that she was not going to her family's. She was not terrorized enough to stay home. I could prove everything is a lie. Everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just a lot of fucking shit to pull out.
Interesting what you sent me, JJ, on Instagram. Interesting. I'm gonna play something for y'all. Shows what Two-Face did um as JW would say, Two-Face did. People are within a matter of days. So a couple of days ago, well, I'll just play it. So Chi-Chi's in there defending Dr. Bud, right? And all this jazz. So let's listen to this. Hold on, let me turn on because this iPad may be weird and when it sounds on. So hold on.
Just want to get these things straight. When you kick a person when they're down, that means you have no empathy. Having no empathy makes you a sociopath. Want to get a few things straight. When you kick a person when they're down, that means you have no empathy. Having no empathy makes you a sociopath.
So
just want to get a few things straight.
Oh, it's repeating. Duh.
When you kick
So basically, she should be calling Dr. Bud a sociopath.
Yes.
But she's in there defending him, right? Was earlier, a few minutes ago. These flip-flopping, don't stick to their guns people on this app. Oh my God. If y'all could see me now, I'm looking for the wall to bang my head against it.
I know, really.
It's ridiculous. And it's not even about, well, Neil is an asshole. It's about other people that don't want to watch that because they have their own issue. You can't even respect other people.
And then, that chick called in Faith, called in and told a story about being robbed at gunpoint. Neil never said that replaying his scope made him feel as though he was being robbed at gunpoint. What he described was the feeling of having a panic attack would be that similar feeling of having somebody put a gun in your face, to rob you. It's like that feeling, where you're panicked, right?
Right.
And that's what he said. He didn't say anything about the scope being replayed made him feel that way at all.
It's crazy.
So instead of listening to the words coming out of his mouth, people just fucking go with what they're told, right?
And they say we like to make up narratives. I've seen Karma all night because I've been watching Bud all night on Perry TV. Karma all night long has been. They just make up a narrative. That's what they do. That's what they do all night long. That bitch has just been going on and on about how we just make up shit because that's what we do. Meanwhile, they troll themselves for drama.
It's ridiculous.
So stupid.
And when it boils down to it, Cece Simple, honest to God, was in love with fucking Neil. In love with him. And her heart was broken. That's what happened. That's
exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. And that's why every time that Neil or you talk about the situation or Cece in general, she gets so mad.
She's scorned, or for some reason, or in her mind, and she just made up all that other shit. I don't know why. I don't even know where half that shit came from.
It's so stupid. Chi-Chi's live because I guess she heard that I played that clip, or she's getting kind of reamed too everywhere she goes because people see her for what she is. She's ratchet.
I think her and Cece are about to have a fight because
they are because she probably wants some Dr. Bud.
Yeah.
She probably wants some of that Dr. Bud. She likes that old man.
Every time she comes back, it's a shit show.
Chi-Chi has a type. And, she wants that Dr. Bud. Let me tell y'all. I'm just saying. These people are ridiculous. I was watching Bud on Perry TV. He has so many fucking scopes. It's like, oh my god. And then he has people that aren't even in
Weird.
our circle. He has
And
like
like
these random fuckers. And I'm
this,
like, do they know you're even replaying them and using them for fodder?
it's
It's
weird.
ridiculous. And then the other day he was playing an old Gina Baby scope and I was in the beam on that scope and I guess it wasn't dramatic enough. People were just like, skip over all this, skip over all this.
Right. But the other day he was like replaying Neil's scope where we played the dog stuff.
Hmm.
Did you guys hear him say tonight that he shot a dog in his neighborhood? Like I was just like,
I
oh,
heard that.
like what
Yep,
the
he
fuck?
shot a dog.
Like, but that's
He's,
okay. You know, guys, like don't speak out about that. God forbid.
hmm
But anyway, like when we replayed like his words, and he skipped over what he said though.
hmm
He didn't want that replayed again. God
He,
forbid. You
he
know,
see
his own words.
that's the thing that aggravates me. Well, not only that, the whole like when he first started rescoping scopes, what I touched on earlier, where he said, "Well, I'm not gonna do wings because she asked me not to," and then Stormy asked, "Well,
Yes.
shouldn't we all be given the same latitude?" And he was basically like, "No, fuck you," and I was like, "Well, then fuck you, dude, because you're a
Mm-hmm.
bad rescoper. You're horrible at it.
Yeah,
You
what did he
talk
say about the
over
dog?
every."
It was a lady who lost control of her pit bull like twice. And the
Yeah,
second time it ran through the neighborhood, he
and
shot it.
it ran through the neighborhood and it was out and something or other like that.
Yeah, it was weird. Like I was just like, I'm sorry. When those things add up, it leads to question. I'm sorry.
He's just Keen's rescoping me. Hey
Hi,
Keen, I'm not talking about you and Fly Girl, so I don't know why you're rescoping me.
Keen. Glad you got
Although
rid of
I will if you want me to.
Ratchet Lexi.
I will if you want me to. You want me to talk about you, Keen? No, I'm just we are here for fleeing. I am shipping Fly Girl and Keen always and forever.
I
Me and
know. I've
Crafty are
always thought
planning
they
your
should be
wedding.
together. It's cute.
Hey Greg. You guys are actually cute together.
Who's
I mean,
rescoping while
me and
driving?
Fly Girl have our issues, and me and you have our issues, but I think y'all together are really cute, and I really do think you like her, Keen. So don't mess that up.
I know. I think it's cute too.
I think it's really cute. And Greg's gonna squirrel us in 3 seconds, watch, with some random shit.
He seemed much softer
I
when he
dig
had
the
Fly
You
Girl
do
there.
too, don't
I
you?
love
It's
it.
great, isn't it? It's
It's the
so
new
great.
couple of Periscope.
It's so great.
I know. I like it too.
It's
I
so
love it.
great. But the best part about it is all these girls that were Team Keen before
People are
are
so
having to be nice
jealous.
to her. They're having to be nice to Fly Girl.
Yeah, Keen and Fly Girl playing 2020. Yeah, exactly, Crafty.
It's
Yes.
it's fun. It's funny watching Lexi not be on the island though. After all that time jonesing to meet
Well,
him.
Lexi's welcome to my island anytime. Start again after that, though. I love Bella.
Ew.
She lost 6 pounds.
You
I
lost
didn't
six
know much
pounds?
about that.
You tried to discredit my exercise. I've been
No,
walking
I'm just
too.
saying when you drink a lot or drinking a lot of water, the pounds just start coming off.
Yep.
So keep doing what you're doing.
Yep.
I'm still proud of you. No, really, I'm very proud of you.
Aw.
Lost 6 pounds. It's so heavy.
Six.
But sorry, I squirreled. We have to get back to Fleeing 2020. That's. Ugh.
Yes,
I want to
fleeing
be
and
best man at the wedding. I want to be best man
fleeing
at the wedding.
drama. Let's go see if Villanoma wasn't pulling my leg real
What
quick.
happened?
He said that Keen was rescoping me, so I want to check.
Who knows? I didn't.
Well, he's on
Doubtful.
right now. He's on right now with Pammy and Fly Girl in the beam.
Hi,
So let's check.
Fly Girl. I love you. I don't hate you. Fleeing 2020.
Oh, he is rescoping me, and now I'm rescoping him.
Rescope for rescope.
Now I'm rescoping him.
Oh.
So he wasn't lying to me. I just wanted to check that.
Thing you said the other day, Fly Girl. What?
Whatever. We don't need to listen to
Fleeing
that.
forever.
Clean
Oh my
forever. We
God.
love them as a couple. I love them
We love
together.
it.
No, seriously. I have my issues with them as individuals, but them together is actually cute.
I have none. I think it's cute.
Well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, Mock. But we can't say we didn't. She didn't know, because it was all over scope.
That's
So
true.
We just
We're
like
talking about
kidding,
clean.
Sheila.
but you got to think about your diet, Greg.
Well, my dad's.
What? Well, you're gonna
I'm
check after
playing.
30 days. I was about to say, bitch, don't be playing with me.
I'm playing. We'll see how it
Who
goes.
is
But
this?
yeah, I'm
I
gonna
don't
pick up
know
a
who you
water
are, so
thing.
you can't come on. You don't go to Mexican style weddings, Lee. They last 3 days.
Wait,
The
Steven's not
real
calling in to
Mexican
weigh his
weddings.
thoughts on this? I'm actually kind of surprised.
No, he heard what we're talking about, so he
Mm.
decided not to be in here.
I think it's cute. I like them as a couple.
Yeah.
I mean,
But anyway, yeah.
and they can both take
Anyway,
their dogs on the walks. How cute.
no.
He can
Fly
take.
Girl
He
wasn't in
can
the
take.
Navy. She was in the Air Force.
Well, either way, Fly Girl can take Gucci and Keen can take Studley. There we go.
Dudley, like trade off, and I'll walk your dog if
Yeah,
you walk mine.
exactly. It'd be cute.
Isn't that cute?
No, Air Force. I
Let's see.
stand cute.
Let's see what Dr. Butt has decided to play.
These two sound made up yet?
No, fuck that. He called me a faggot and said I had AIDS.
No.
So fuck that. He's playing an old churchy scope.
It's churchy. Yeah, I can live with them.
He's playing an old churchy scope that we've all probably seen. So, no, I don't have AIDS. But I'm a huge
Gucci and
faggot.
Studley have a better chance of making it as a couple.
But they're both boy dogs. It'll be like Legally
Yeah.
Blonde. Your dogs are gay. It's another boy dog at the dog park the other day.
Oh no.
Good for you.
Yep.
That's the way you should be.
That's very true.
They don't have
I
nothing
confirm.
on their page. So if you're like a MAGA person, you hate masturbation.
You do?
Masturbation is unpatriotic because it undermines traditional Christian family and moral values. Therefore, we want to make it illegal. Praise the Lord.
Fuck that. I'm voting Andrew Yang then if they're gonna make my masturbation illegal.
That's what this Patriots Against Masturbation page thinks. Masturbation is unpatriotic because it undermines traditional Christian family and moral values. Therefore, we want to make it illegal. Praise the Lord in all caps.
Yang 2020, yes. It is healthy to masturbate.
Hello, Daniel.
Hi, Daniel. So I was thinking about doing a scope later. It's gonna be an interesting one.
Uh-huh.
That'll be fun. It'll be a surprise title.
Ken Sabe Crafty. Let me look. Oh my God, are you kidding?
Neil!
Sushi. Oh my God. Why does he do this? I'm gonna
Neil.
now I'm really gonna bang my head against the wall.
Neil.
I'm really gonna bang my head against the wall. Let me
You need to take his mod
cue
privileges away if
this
he's a
witch
moderator.
Cue this witch up. Hold on, y'all. Where is this witch? Churchy did another Don Lotfield for my trap title.
Oh, God.
Oh, hell.
Knows.
There she is. But he's not in her beam anymore.
Oh, drat. Neil's ragging Chi-Chi? Why? Hi, LaBella.
He's not in her.
Hi, Izzy.
Hold on. Let me get this. Paste and God.
What?
My fingers on this iPad.
I don't bow down to you, Lord King of all Periscope.
I know that.
Is it that
Did she drop him, Sushi?
Chi-Chi?
Chi-Chi?
Down to you?
She dropped him.
I don't get any porridge tonight. Go to your room.
I am in my room.
I thought he was in the beam. Oh, hell. I'm not going to listen to this woman. Fuck that.
I'm not scared of you.
She
I'm not
thinks she's
scared of anybody.
How do you go from being a good Christian woman to being like this?
Churchy.
In no time flat.
Churchy's fault.
Churchy ruined her. Churchy ruins everybody's Christianity.
Yep.
Well, maybe, yeah, that's true, Crafty. Maybe she never was.
JDL's in there
JDL,
now.
what are you? Oh my god, you people are fucking me up.
As you can
I'm
say,
not gonna play
Julie,
her.
I'm
I'm not
staying
playing
right
her
here.
unless y'all beam up.
Do not play her, please. No, that's
Is that
Nunya.
the one woman who talked crap about a lot of scopers? No, that's Nunya who talked crap.
Nunya.
Chi Chi is the one who said she was gonna save Churchy.
Chi-Chi, do you love me?
She
Oh, wait,
was
that's Kiki. That's Kiki.
she was gonna do better than all of us that have tried to help Churchy.
Well, she failed too.
Caller is glitchy really bad.
Me?
Apparently so.
Oh, well, they can deal with it.
Yeah, the vile lady at the junkyard. That's Chi Chi.
It's probably
Churchy
someone
is
I
staying with
blocked.
Nunya tonight.
Yep. I knew it was someone I had blocked. Ha ha ha.
They said that in mine too. No Chi Chi on my timeline. You don't follow her?
No, Lee's smart.
Hey guys, when reporting a scope, is one reason better than the other? Well,
Well, you're reporting the scope.
it has to be why you want to report it, because they'll look at it, because you'll say you're reporting a scope for sexual content, but there is no sexual content, right? And then if they don't see that, they're gonna say, well, there's no reason for you to report this for that, because it's
Well,
not even here.
Wheels, you're missing the most important question of it all.
What?
Well, first of all, why are you reporting a scope?
Yeah, she probably wants to report mine. Did Dr. Bud send you? I'm just asking. I'm not like being, well, maybe I am being accusatory, but you know.
Disclaimer, I don't hate anybody.
Wait, I'm trying to look
Switzerland.
at this
I
young
already
lady's
reported you, Wheels.
profile.
Lee behave.
Let's look at this. Same shit, different day. Who does she follow? She follows a lot of this circle.
Interesting. I bet you that's Catfish photo.
She follows one Miss Dreedlejuice.
Brando, of course.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she's one of these pretty girl catfish chicks, probably, like you just said.
Probably.
She follows a troll account called Churchy's Wallet.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
If you're not a
Whiter Liar.
catfish,
She
I follow
follows
this, but
Whiter
you seem like
Liar.
catfish.
She follows Whiter Liar.
Yeah. She might not be a catfish either. I'm gonna watch you. She joined in 2017, so that's good.
Churchy
She's been on
said
here
she was
for a
going
while
to
now.
Baytown. Is that where Conger lives? Yes. Man, Churchy's gonna make this adventure out west extra. She's gonna con restaurants out of her meals. She's gonna. The only thing she hasn't been able to con is hotels.
Not give it time. Give it time.
Well, the one I used to work for used to have a 100% satisfaction guarantee. So people would milk the fuck out of it. Because if you complain about something, you were supposed to be comped. So people would milk
Really?
it. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So people would milk it. I wonder if they still have that policy. Probably
I've been
not,
in a
since
hotel once. Well, actually, a couple times.
since a big corporation bought them. But anyway, what was I
Last
gonna
time I was in a
say?
hotel was 2 years ago. But that's a story for another show.
What was I gonna say when you squirreled me? Oh, we were talking about Dr. Butt and all his
No, we were talking
rescoping.
about the hotel.
That's no, fuck that. That's the only reason he's mad at Neil, is because we started throwing shade at his rescoping skills. He didn't know anything about anything until, one Miss, either Cece or Tigger got in his ear, and they can't tell me no different. They're gonna go out there and say, "I didn't say that." Liars. Fucking Cece. You've been here the whole time, bitch. Liar. But every time we play things about her, she gets all mad.
But that 7 Lauren seems nice.
That what?
That Lauren girl seems
Oh,
nice.
you should friend her. You should
I
friend
did.
her. I
I
knew
did.
you did. You have nothing but thoughts in your follow list, and me and Lee.
Hey, that's a lie. I have a lot of people on my follow
Just
list.
kidding. Our circle isn't full of thought girls.
You just called Izzy a thought. How do you feel about that?
You're all
She's not a
thought
thought.
girls. You're all.
Well, you
It
said
does
all I
look like
follow
she's
is
taking
thoughts.
notes, right? It does look like she's taking notes.
Who?
Stormy in her profile picture. Chi Chi is unhinged. Do you think she heard my clip and
What did
that
you do
pissed
to
her
Chi
off?
Chi? Chi Chi's a nice
I was
Christian woman. What did you
I
do?
was sent a clip of her saying that anybody who doesn't show empathy for someone else is a sociopath in her eyes. But
Mm-mm.
she's in there supporting Dr. Bud's plan to rescope Neil's panic attack scope. So I just wanted to show the two-facedness of
I
some
say Fleeing
people on
2020 is
the
going
app.
to rule.
What? Safe beam? What?
I say Fleeing 2020 is going to rule.
Churchy is scoping about Dawn and
Jesus really displaying that foul mouth. That's true.
She is going off on Jules right now because Jules kicked her out of the beam because she was trying to talk some bullshit in the beam.
Shocking. Wheels, I'm going to scope over you. I'll be right back.
Of course you are. You always do. You're an asshole. Don't go in Greg's, y'all. Watch the replay. So getting back to what we're talking about. So it's not the fact that he wants to, drag Neil or whatever. It's that other people have asked him, don't do this because of what it may do to other people or how it may affect other people. And he's basically telling everybody to go fuck themselves unless they're certain people. It's fucking dumb. It's fucking dumb. And why do you even have this vendetta against Neil anyway? You didn't know who he was from a hole in the wall until a few days ago. If you were so hell bent on like making him look bad or feel bad or whatever, you would have shown the scope immediately ish when it happened over a month ago. But you're always Mr. Late to the game. Chi Chi talking about being celibate because she had the best. Because she had the best in her past? The best what? The best dick? But some faiths are one and done. So she can't be having no more sex. Some denominations and beliefs say you get married one time, that person is it. Even if you get a divorce, no more sex for you. I was raised in a culture like that. The only exception was if they died, you know? Hello, Neil. Why did you try to go reason with that crazy woman? I heard that you tried to go talk to that crazy woman. Hello, Deanna. Hers all died because she probably killed it. Oh.
What's up?
Hello, you. Why did you go try to reason with that
I didn't
lunatic?
go to reason with her. I just went in there and just spoke a few words, but clearly she cannot comprehend anything.
She's a weirdo.
Her
Come
baseline
on.
level of education must be so low. She couldn't even read what I was trying to write to her.
And she's so dismissive with that darling.
And then
Darling.
blame then blame the iPad.
She blamed the iPad for her not being able to
Yeah,
understand.
she was like, "Subdopted me to me also." And then, oh, if you're so smart, spell that super whatever it's called. It's like, yeah, okay, I can spell that very quickly. But she didn't choose to fucking talk about it.
Right, according to Dr. Bud, you're our leader and we obey your orders.
Right.
He's so dumb. So what are your thoughts about his constantly threatening to show your panic attack scope?
I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. I've been watching it just like in and out. I seen Dree go live and says, "Neil, I've got your fucking panic attack video. Well, go fucking just show it."
Yeah, which
I'm
means
kind of
she
like
doesn't have
past
it
it
because
now. Like
she would have already done it, you know.
I've just reflected on it, and I'm just at the point now where I'm just getting to the point where either just show it or don't, or I'm just really over it now.
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
there's a lot of people that are against it, whether they like me or not,
Right. For
as
their
well.
own
And
reasons. Yeah.
I've received a lot of DM messages from people I don't even know, or people that don't even like me, making mention of it, regardless
Yeah.
of whether they like
And
me or
people
not.
have even said, I don't even like him, but it's the principle, for them,
But clearly that Chi, I don't even know her, but clearly she struggles to comprehend anything that's said to her.
She has no comprehension.
You got to go back to preschool and use like simple sentences, like words of simplicity. Otherwise, she will not understand.
Right. It's ridiculous how he keeps saying he's going to play it and 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 play it.
See,
And
that's
he
the
won't play it.
irritating thing. Like the scopes that he is playing, I was like 15 beers down. I had taken my nightly medication, but I was still, able to comprehend what was going on, and discuss it. But it's so funny because he claims that he does what he does. But notice when someone calls in his beam and makes mention, please don't play it, he backs down. And then 5 hours later, he's like, I'm going to
He's
play it.
back
I'm
to
going to
gonna
play
do
it.
it. He's gonna do it. Yeah, he'll switch it up. Like he
So
respects
1
no
minute,
one.
no, exactly. He's not respecting any of his friendships or his friends that he has by saying, can you please not show it? But then, 5-10 hours later, he's back to, holding it over my head.
Yeah, and you haven't even really talked about him the
And
last few days.
like I said previously, like on my scopes, yeah, I've done some dirty shit. That's years ago. I've tried to be like fine and just do my music scopes and talk shit. But I just lost my train of thought. I can't even remember what I was going to say. There was just I've been watching too many scopes, so my fucking mind is just like
it's all garbled. It's all meshing together. Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's just
I
he
don't know.
just keeps saying he's been saying it like really hardcore the last few days. He's gonna show it. He's gonna show it. And somebody talks him down from the ledge, and then he's like, "Okay, I'm not gonna show it." And then he back again a few hours later. I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna show it.
Yeah, it'd be like if you guys come to me and I was going to show something and it was pretty bad, and you guys said don't do it. I wouldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You guys have kicked my ass so many times.
We have.
Yes.
From what I've done or what I've said or what I've called you guys and speaking shit, and they're like, don't fucking do it, or you'll be in a lot of trouble.
Right.
And I've listened. So you end up, you have that respect there.
Right.
Which he clearly doesn't.
Right. And let's
Hey,
not
Dooley.
forget, Cece's up there like crying about her bullshit. We weren't even talking about the bitch until fucking Tigger did what
Tigger started all this again.
Right.
Tigger
I
brought
think
her
they're
back.
feeding.
Tigger did
They're
it.
feeding off each other, and then you got Karma in there saying that it's okay. Her hands are not fucking clean whatsoever in any way, shape, or form.
Exactly.
Everything I've done, I've gone live. Everyone has seen what I've done. I've
Yeah.
never done it behind the scenes. I've done it myself live with
Not
my
on
own
trolls.
voice.
Exactly.
Never.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has seen my disgusting, vile bullshit that I've done, and then I haven't done anything bad for a very long time. But like I was saying, like if he's going to keep going and putting that over my head or plays it, expect a response.
Right, and that's why
And if
I
people
think
don't
that's
like it, they can hate me again.
yeah.
But
Go ahead.
But if he wants to play that game, I'm prepared to play it. But I don't think he understands the repercussions that all the lengths I'll go to just being a
Right,
cunt.
just to be a
Right.
cunt, exactly, and that's why Cece gets all scared
I
because
never said I wanted to go back into the whole CC saga, and I don't
Never.
at all.
But he's the one that was
Um,
replaying some of that because you were talking about it when she came
they're
back.
feeding off each other. It's amazing that she comes back, identifies herself as the Dust Bunny or whatever she is, and then Tigger's involved as well. He's being fed and misled.
Right, he wasn't even.
I don't blame him for it all. I think he's being told what to do, and he's just listening to it
That's what
and
I'm
knowing that he'll
thinking.
get numbers and stuff.
I
Because
agree.
when you had the panic attack, he wasn't even here as that rescoper person that he wants to be.
And
He
he
wasn't
thinks
even back.
like some people think that I've only just had panic attacks. I've had them for 10 years.
You've had them
Mhm.
many times just on the phone, talking.
Yeah, exactly. It's nothing new. The only thing I disagree with, and yeah, it is a public app, you can show what you want, is that it's degrading, it's humiliating when he could show a YouTube video like I did. They're sudden.
He has no
You don't know when
interest
they're
in the
coming.
educational purpose of
He
it. That's
keeps
the
saying it's
point.
for educational
Because he said
purposes.
his words were, and then he cut himself off, was, well, they rescoped me. So he's doing it, he's weaponizing it, is basically
Yeah,
what he's
and
doing.
for Chi Chi to say the same thing, look at the news network. Well, they go through senior producers and what's relevant, what's irrelevant, what's morally correct to show on a news network. It is so irrelevant.
And
It's
I've
so
never seen
different.
babiys wrapped in sheets or children wrapped in
Well, I
sheets
haven't
on the
either.
news.
Like, I was kind of shocked to even hear
That's
that.
why
But
that's why
second of all,
Jules
if they
drops her
are
because
wrapped
you've
in
never seen
sheets,
that.
well, you don't see it.
I've never seen that.
And we're also talking about war. War, people die in war. We know that. It's been going on for centuries. If we go back to the 14, 15, 16, 17, 1800s, 1900s, now, 10 years ago, acts of war. America fucking went to Iran and killed people. It
Right.
happens. It
Right.
has no relevance whatsoever or any significance to like an example that she's making. That is the most astonishing
Because
thing
a
that I've
panic
heard
attack comes out of
recently.
nowhere for no reason, and it's just blindsides you.
We know what war is. War is bloody.
Right.
It's that simple. If there's an act of terror, there's a retaliation in order to defend your own country. Yeah, it may be wrong, but that's how every country has survived for thousands of
Right.
years. You expect that.
Right.
People are going to die, whether it's a man, woman, or child.
Oh, you're
I
good,
don't
Patty.
believe in
Yeah.
I don't believe in how it should happen, or they're bombing certain sites where there's families involved. But that we need to, otherwise, our country would be defeated. The United States would be defeated.
Mm-hmm.
Every country would be defeated.
Mm-hmm.
This is the way war is. War is bloody.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if anyone thinks of war and thinks, oh, it's peaceful and we're going to have negotiations. No, there's going to be murder. There's going to be killings. There's going to be bombings. That's how war works.
And for Chi
Right.
to sit there and say, "Oh, well, they're not playing it because it's Neil." Well, I think probably more people don't like Neil sometimes than do.
That's what I'm saying.
Like it's a touch and go. With both of us.
Like even Patty said, Patty, are you still here?
I'm
Patty, I saw
very
you.
I'm very
Hi,
explicit
Belinda.
in what I say, and no one can control that. I do what I do, and
Mhm.
I
Right.
suffer the consequences. But also, people also need to also be mindful of, not just that side of who I can be, but also
Right.
the other side of how many people I've helped on this fucking app. I don't even know them, or been
Right.
there for them, or spoken to
Right.
them on the
Hey, Lindsay.
phone, or paid their electricity bill, or got them some rent for
And
another
you're
month.
not bragging, but you're just saying
No,
that there's
no,
another
never.
side to
I
you.
never.
Yeah.
Like you can be a prick, but you can
I
be
could
a
be a
really
cunt,
nice fucking
absolute
friend
cunt.
too. Very helpful.
Right.
Right.
But I just wanted to say that Patty's here, and I wanted to say thank you, Patty, for
Yeah.
being neutral about the whole situation. But at the same time, it just frustrates me that people have to always talk him down from that ledge, so to speak. But I swear to you,
I know.
Patty, and I feel that your efforts were futile because in a few hours he's gonna be saying, "I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna go for the jugular and show you
And
what
I've
kind of
said,
people these people are." You
for
know,
years, we've all been mates for well over a year. Like the 5 or 6 of us or
yeah,
seven
the
of us.
five of us, yeah.
It's never changed. I don't really care about anybody else at all. I respect their views and their opinions and how they want to speak. But at the end of the day, the ones that I truly speak to off the up about everyday life things is what matters to me.
Right. And he's not saying that y'all don't matter, but he's just saying that, I get what you're saying because, you have to kind of guard yourself. You can't be friends with everybody off the app,
Absolutely, it is
You
what it
just
is.
can't.
Like, I mean, it's not possible. We all have conflicting views at some points, but we can have discussions about it. It's not like one word is said and that's it. People can't debate on here or have a healthy debate. It always ends up into being a fucking shit show, or you're blocked and then everything's shown and vice
Or your
versa. I
dogs
mean,
or
I've
something
been
like
there, I've
that.
done that,
Yeah.
I've done the doxing, I've done the rants and raves and said some nasty things, and I'm the first to fucking say it.
Well, part of
I know that.
learning is making
Everyone has seen
those
it.
mistakes, right?
But I think they've also, yeah, absolutely. But I think they've also seen different sides of me
Belinda has a
when
word
these
or two to
theme
say about
things
doxing.
were invented, where you could actually have a conversation and people can hear my voice and hear what I'm talking about, and it's not just bullshit.
Right.
But I've never been out to impress anybody, nor would I ever would. I don't care who watches me or who doesn't.
Right.
For 2 years, I had 2-3 people in my
You had like
scopes.
2 or 3
I
people.
just
I
scoped,
saw your old replays with just
and it
two
didn't matter.
people there.
Exactly. I was just what to do, and for a very long time, it's all
Of
in
course.
jest. Like, it's the most ridiculous thing. It's like the stuff I do with you, Wheels, like
Yeah,
throwing you
we
out of the
fight all the
wheelchair
time.
and stuff
Like every
like
time you
that.
say you're gonna throw me out the wheelchair, and I'm like,
Yeah.
yes, do it harder.
And
Break a
people may
bone
think that
next
that's,
time.
really bad, but they don't understand the friendship that we have,
Right.
or the way we talk off the app. And, it's a difference between, having a mate say that in comparison to somebody coming in and saying it really badly. It's completely different.
Right.
But, like, I don't know. I don't know what he's going to do. Like, I don't know.
I just have a fear that every time, and
I really
people
feel
that
like
are,
That's what I don't like is that
I feel like he's
dangling of
being
it.
influenced by other people. I don't think it's necessarily him, because he backs down when somebody goes into his beam
yeah,
and
he
says,
backs
"You know
down when
what,
it's
bud?
certain
I'd
people.
plead with you not to do it based on the fact that could, occur to somebody else or could
Right.
trigger somebody else."
Because
Then he backs down.
he's legit at this point, he's worried about his reputation in the long run.
Absolutely.
He's worried about his reputation
He's
in the
just
long run.
taunting at the moment.
Yeah,
But
he's just
as I
like,
said, I don't want to go back to my old ways, but I tell you right now, like, if he keeps going, the repercussions will come back, and I just don't care.
right. I just hope you don't get that ugly like that. You know what?
Well, I
I
don't
mean?
want to
Like
at all,
whenever
but
Right.
you
I'll play
see
it smarter.
the evil, like who up there with
Yeah.
it, like
You know who's in
what?
his ear. We should just say Cece and Tigger are the ones seriously all up in his ear at this point.
Yeah, because
Because
there's nothing
there's this,
really, if we really look at it objectively, there's nothing that I've really done to Bud and vice versa at this point at all.
Oh, and karma.
right, because
It's
he
just
wasn't
been,
even
it's just
here
been
when you
banter. It was just
he,
bullshit.
like I'm saying, he
And like
wasn't even
Trees
here.
feeding into it, saying you
Yeah.
attacked her family
Yeah,
too. Like,
because she doesn't
really?
like
When
me.
did
Because
that happen?
it's
That
because
is
she doesn't
not
like me because you and I are
Her
friends.
hands are not clean. Remember, we
Right.
all used to speak to her on house party and everything that
Who?
she did. Does she want to see
Karma.
that? Karma.
I only talked to her twice. I don't know.
I've spoken to her many times on house party, like a year and a half ago, at least.
Mhm.
Remember her
I
and
only
Dopey
talked to
were
her
on the
twice.
house party?
I only talked to her that one time when she called to tell us to follow her account because she was gonna show that Jen Dunn thing.
Yeah, all the doxing and stuff.
Because
Her hands aren't
she was
clean.
friends with
Mine aren't
Jackie.
clean.
Mhm.
Everybody
Right.
knows that, but I don't speak on certain topics. I don't speak on racism. I don't speak on anything
Yeah,
that
because you
something that I
can't
may have
because of
done,
what you
because
said.
I
Yeah.
will contradict myself.
Right.
Even though I've never meant those words, it was, I did it.
They
I played a
stay with you.
character,
They stay with you.
but
Yeah.
there's no excuse for my behavior, and I've said that so many times, and I'm not even going to reflect on it because it's over.
Right. Right, and you've moved on. Like
And I
after
never
you've
want
been
to
through
change
it.
anyone's opinions about me, nor have I ever done that. I
That's
just
not
don't care. Like,
been
if
your
you come into my
intention.
room, I'll speak to you. If you don't like my bullshit, fuck off, and vice versa.
Right,
Right.
right. That's true.
But yeah,
It's
that's
Why
just
all I
does
it's
Tigger
just
always
really
get away with
say.
shit coming in fucking starting shit
it's
again?
just annoying
Her.
that every
It is
couple of
frustrating
days,
because she's also done a lot of bad stuff. The only reason I get so much flack and I'm so disliked is because I've done everything live on my account to everybody's
you know,
faces.
people have
Right.
recordings of it, and
Yeah,
these
and
other
that's fine.
people
But at
did
least I
their
have the
things behind.
fucking guts
Yeah,
to do it myself.
Exactly.
Whether
and
it
the
be
other
good,
people
bad,
have
or
done all their
indifferent,
things
I don't know.
behind the scenes.
Never.
You know,
I've had the balls to just do it, even though it's right, wrong, or
even though
indifferent,
it's
and I've done
wrong or
it.
whatever. Yeah,
But you know what? These people behind the scenes, like CC, Tigger, doing what they're doing, is just they play the games, but they never get caught, or they may be caught for a few things. Whereas everything I've done, everybody's captured. Does that make sense?
Right.
right. That makes
Because
sense.
I've done it live. I've
Like
always
their
done it
dirt has to
live.
be dug up, but yours is right on the surface. We just speak from our account, both of us. I mean, I don't have to go.
Right.
I'm not going to go on a
And I've
troll and
always
call
spoken
somebody a
from my
fuckhead when I
account,
could
so
just
that's
fucking go live and call them a fuckhead.
right. It's
Yeah, I hate
just
racing, but also know that the US
I just
focus
think
on
that it's
racing.
ridiculous.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like a lot of words that come out of my mouth is purely it's reactionary.
Or
Right, and that
sarcastic. Like I say a lot of shit just in jest and sarcasm because I know they're listening. You know what I mean? Like,
I
yeah.
mean, it's not an
I like
excuse,
to push
but
people's buttons. I do, but it's
yeah,
not.
same with me.
Like read between the lines. It's just me being stupid. Like and
Yeah,
so
we're just being silly.
like whenever people reacted to Crafty's little roast thing, and thought that she was being serious, but she was being fucking comical. She was being sarcastic and oh my god, she's a
Oh
child
my
to
god,
everybody.
Granny's a bitch.
Right. Yeah, I just like to be silly and goofy.
Did you die? As she said, did you die?
I mean, I'm not condoning my behavior whatsoever in certain things that I've said at all.
You're
But
you're not
they've
like
been said and
diminishing
done,
it.
and I mean, how long do you persecute someone for it? You know what I mean?
Well, it doesn't even seem like that old shit is the problem. It's whatever.
It's that it's you know what it is, and I've just figured it out. It's that you're here still and people actually like you now.
Right.
Well, like it was like
Same.
I'm getting so many DMs that I can't even keep up with. It's really difficult and it's overwhelming for me because I don't like to type. Like with you
Mm-hmm.
guys, I prefer to call and
Right.
have a
Mm-hmm.
discussion. I hate text because it leads to misconceptions.
Yeah, if you know, you need to put the
Um,
right emoji or whatever. Yeah.
You're right.
yeah, or even just one sentence can just make your mind boggle. Even with your mates, they could say
Right.
something and then you think it could be taken 100 different ways when it's easier to communicate over the phone.
I think there's been many times I've been like, "What the fuck is your problem with me?" And you're like,
Exactly.
"Nothing."
Shit. I mean, I just think that,
But anyway,
Because I'm just like in a bad mood reading the text. Like,
right.
fuck, what the fuck's your
Crafty,
problem?
don't do that. Do all the bad stuff and the good stuff. Don't change your roast just because some people got all like, oh my god,
and
Crafty's a
another
bitch.
thing, like Dr. Bub was saying, like referring back to my drinking and stuff. Well, you know, within myself, I feel successful in my career and what I do. I'm well within my right to drink. I'm not killing anyone. I'm not drink driving. I'm sitting outside having drinks, listening to music, and talking to you guys.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with that. The only person I'm hurting is myself or my liver,
Your
which is in
liver,
perfect
actually.
shape.
Yeah, I was about to say your
It's
liver.
well within normal limits. So I can do what I want. If I'm fucking live slurring or whatever I'm doing, well, that's me, and
You know what I'm
that's been
about to
like that for
say. Picking
years.
boogers.
But I still work. I still have a successful career. My job's flexible. I can do what I want.
Right.
And they can think otherwise. That's their prerogative. But
Just like
if
Dr.
I want
Bud
to
can
drink,
sit there
I'll
and be
drink.
stoned all day, right?
Got nothing to do with anyone. Yeah. I mean, I don't condone smoking weed. I think it's disgusting. But I'm not going to be going live going, oh, you stoners are disgusting and I can't believe you smoke it.
Right.
And, ew, it's so horrible.
Right.
But, you know, they'll focus on my drinking, which is hilarious. But, you know, I have my priorities in order. I drink when I've accomplished everything. House clean, work done,
You've done your
everything's looked
chores, you
after,
did your
nothing to do
work. Yeah.
tomorrow. I can sleep in bed all day. I have the luxury of being able to buy food and not care and not have to cook it. So I'm within my right to do what I want.
Right.
Right. And I think that, going back to what I said earlier, I think that, you know, little Miss Cece has been watching this whole time and has seen how, you know, you've changed a little bit and, you know, people are befriending you, and she can't stand it because she wanted to ruin you and Sushi.
Crafty, you're right. Not many
Oh,
people
yeah.
can afford to drink or smoke. But, you know, in saying that, I mean, I'm not trying to put people down, but we're all entitled to do what we want, whether it's fucking eating 1,000 calories per minute or
1,000
drinking or
calories a minute.
smoking or eating weed or smoking weed or taking ice or fucking heroin. Well, we can't really do much other than support that person if they're going through like really problematic things, but I'm completely fine.
Right.
I've got nothing to worry about. I'm not on here begging for money.
Right.
Right.
I'm not on here, you know, trying to sustain my lifestyle because we're using an app and to get people to feel sorry for me.
Right. You're not living beyond your means and being like, oh,
Ever.
I gotta keep up the hustle. I gotta keep up the facade. So I gotta beg on the low in the background, you know?
Exactly. But yeah, that's all I really had to say. That felt good saying that actually. So I was getting frustrated earlier.
Yeah, it just aggravates me that every couple of days he does the same thing. It's like, I'm not gonna do it, and then like a day or two later, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it tonight. It's gonna be a show.
Yeah.
Da-da-da.
And you know what? Like for something like that, and like, I'm not looking for sympathy or anything. I've never looked for that. I find like going through a panic attack, which I couldn't control when it happened, right? I would have loved to have hit the X and just fucked off, you know? But, you know, that was more humiliating than anything that I felt I've ever done or anything that's been shown about me on the app, even like to do with like my mum's murder, my sister's murder, my brother's in jail. Like this is more humiliating to me than any of all that has been shown. You know, it doesn't, you know, in context, it probably sounds, oh, that's a bit bizarre.
Yeah,
but
compared to
that's how I feel
the
about
other
it.
stuff. Yeah.
Right. And the more,
Like,
you know,
none
it
of
just
that
seemed like to
matters.
be like the more he dangled it, the more, you know, it was
Sushi,
like,
you've heard me on the phone fucking crying about it and fucking, you know, constantly wanting to call an ambulance, and many of them are being called. And a majority of the time you can get me through it.
Yeah, it freaked me out too, but I was like, oh my God.
Right.
It's not as humiliating as every
Not like
single
it was
other
this
thing
one
that's
time
happened.
fucking thing and you did it on scope for attention. It was, you know, I want people to realize that. It's not.
Right. Crafty makes a good point.
Sometimes it's happened several times a day
in
the past, you know.
And Crafty makes a good point. No one can disappoint you more than yourself.
That's true.
Because in the end, what do any of us matter? You know, because
it's just that weaponization.
Once we hit the X and I end this broadcast, we're left with ourselves in a way.
Yeah, but you matter to me. Yeah. Sushi matters to me. JDL matters to me.
Right. I'm not saying that nobody matters, but in the end, when we hit the X, a lot of us are going to go our separate ways.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're always around, you know, available or whatever.
Right.
I don't know. I just feel like I've been mates with so many people for years and never had a falling out other than the CC saga. And no matter what we've all been through, there's never been this controversy, you know?
And every time she comes back up, it's the same shit.
But she only wants it to stop because then what y'all do is replay the old shit and remind
It's
people
just
of what she
hypocritical,
did.
like
That's why
it's hypocritical being in a scope, talking about how he's going to show my shit, then for her to sit there and say she has CPTSD, which I don't even understand if that's even like a true diagnosis.
That's
It's
chronic.
C.
She says it's. Let me look it up if it's even a
Complex.
thing. Complex.
Apparently, it's complex
Let
post-traumatic
me
stress
look it
disorder.
up.
But she's still sitting there and enabling it. So I don't understand. She did go live and say, I don't want to hear, her voice or what she's done or what we've done to her, etc. But she's still condoning it by being there and
Well, it is a
enabling it.
thing. It is a thing, actually. Complex post-traumatic stress disorder is a condition where you experience some symptoms of PTSD along with some additional symptoms such as difficulty controlling your emotions, feeling hostile or distrustful towards the world. Well, if that doesn't describe that woman to a T, then I don't know
Well,
what.
look up delusion too. That also does. It could be anything. It could be.
Yeah, I think in the DSM was explained differently, correct?
Well, I'm looking at the
DSM fifth edition.
Yeah. What am I looking at on this thing?
I just Googled
Something from the UK.
Oh no, you got to use the
Where's the
DSM fifth
DSM?
edition. That's the
What is it?
newest one out.
DSM-5, right?
Yeah.
Um,
It's all based on the background of what that diagnosis is, but also symptoms that
Can you look
attribute
it up?
to what that person's feeling, etc.
Oh my God. Can you look it up?
I have
They
it.
keep showing me the book. The book is 947 pages long. Holy
Oh fuck! I have
shit.
the manual on my fucking computer because I use it for work purposes.
Because I was going to say you use it for work, right? Let's see.
It
Well,
says
it probably
the
is in the
International
DSM.
Classification of Diseases. The ICD identifies complex PTSD as a separate condition, though the DSM-5 currently does not.
Exactly.
So it hasn't made it
Complex
to the DSM.
PTSD is a relatively recent concept.
So it's a new concept. So what is she, like a Mayo Clinic guinea pig? I'm not trying to discount her, but
Oh my God.
She's a borderline personality disorder person trying to pass it off as something else. I don't know. I'm not.
I don't know. Who knows? She may have it. She may not. But it's just so weird that she was all about it being played until he decided to play a sushi scope where you're talking about her and she's like, no, turn it off, turn it off, turn it off.
Of course. I'm her Achilles heel, aren't I?
Stupid. It's so stupid. I mean, that's why I always say you need to stand to your words when you say them. You can't say them and then regret and be like, oh my God,
I just still there's still stigma, especially for men, and it's still occurring where, I think 25 men a week in Australia kill themselves based on their demons, because it's still a stigma. So it's classified, a lot of people classify it as like an invisible disease. Like I can be an extrovert, but I'm an introvert. I cope by being an extrovert with work or wherever it may be. And that's a coping mechanism. But at the same token, panic attacks are sudden, intense fears and feelings that immediately happen. You don't know when they're going to come. There may be some short little lead up to it, but other than that, they're just intense immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And it's humiliating. I mean, I've been at a train station, had it, called the fucking ambulance, and it's just, it is what it is.
Yeah. It's just one of those, yeah. So what else?
Let's see. So what else happened?
See what else happened today in Perryland. Churchy conned a restaurant out of her food, free food. So there's
And people
that.
called and had the restaurant on the fucking beam talking.
Oh yes, Nina got the manager on the phone. That was an interesting scope. She cried because you know what she said that made me go live when I went live earlier, JDL? She said, they poisoned me because there was margarine in the rice.
How did she know?
She could taste the margarine, yo.
But I reckon I could too. Like I can see when there's like split butter within something. I'm not defending her, but I feel like
Right.
I would be able
Wouldn't it be
differentiate
absorbed?
between like oils within rice because it separates.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see it. It's like yellow.
Like I can see onion, even finely chopped onion, in foods because I hate onion. So I get that kind of sort of.
That one that made me feel like I was going to have a heart attack. My brain was
Right.
racing hard.
Exactly, Peggy. It's scary, you know.
Well, like I have 9 of the 13 symptoms that are characterized by that are ongoing for more than 6 months, which is classed as a chronic condition.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been doing with it for 10 years. I've just never had one on scope.
Right, that was the first time that happened on Scope. So we had, today's events were as follows. Churchy getting free food after complaining. Lexi was voted off of Keene Island.
Yes.
What else? I think that was it. Churchy and then Lexi being voted off Keene Island.
And Fly Girl and Ginger getting along. That was kind of
Fly Girl and Ginger are like buddies now. Because, she's there to stay for a minute. Mark developed the perfect bacon maple caramels. I'll be putting in an order because my caramels are almost done.
Well, anyway, I'm going to jump off because I'm like
Okay.
in kind of like a bad mood.
Are you going to be okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Scope just annoyed me. And
Don't hit the button. Don't hit the button.
I'm just,
you know what I say
I'm
to you. Don't hit the like button.
I'm just frustrated.
Oh. Well, I'm here,
But we love you.
It's all good. It's all good. I'm just frustrated. You get really frustrated.
Yeah, I get stressed out by the Scope shit sometimes when I'm like, I just want to turn off Scope and deactivate my account.
Because it would be nice to just unleash, but
But you have to be careful about that. Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later.
All right. Be good.
Yeah.
Love you. Bye.
Bye. Love you. Bye.
I'm probably gonna drop too.
So what else? I'm probably now that now that we're I'm pretty much. I want to go to bed. I want to get in my blankets and watch some tennis because my tennis boyfriend is going to play in a few hours.
Oh shit! All right,
watch him
I'll drop.
hit them serves. Does anybody else want to cap off the night with me before I hang up? Anyone? Anastasia? Anyone? Bueller? Bueller? Oh, I was about to tell y'all something really funny that happened to me yesterday. So I was swiping on Tinder, right? And I swiped right on this guy who identifies as straight, and we matched. He put that he's straight in his bio, right? But when I swipe right for shits and giggles, we ended up matching. So I sent him a message. No, he is. I'm not. Because I'm not a woman. This guy on Tinder. I was swiping and I swiped right on this guy. And when you swipe right on somebody and they've swiped right on you also, you match. Right? So I swipe. Because if they haven't swiped right on you, nothing happens. So when I swiped right on him, I expected it just to go on to the next person, because he identified as straight in his bio, right? But I just swiped on it for, being silly to see what happens. So I swiped right, and apparently he had swiped right on me too, and it comes up and it like dings at you and says, "It's a match." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." But I heard from one of my bisexual guy friends that where the real action happens for the bi dudes? On Bumble. He's like, it's popping over there for us on the down low. I was like, oh shit. There's all these women over there that want to buy you a puppy, and meanwhile, all you dudes are hooking up. Y'all are extra. So, I need to go check if I unmatch with this dude, because you can unmatch with somebody. That's so funny. I love apps. But I hate being single though. It's getting on my nerves. I'm gonna make it. If I had $1 million, I would make an app. It would be called what would I call it? If I had $1 billion. Remember when, speaking of want to make an app, remember when Jared was gonna make an app? Diddy, I mean, was gonna make you be you, y'all. Where all this trash talk could happen and all this shit. Basically, we could talk shit all we wanted. But then he realized you need like a lot of money just to do an app. And so he was like, yeah, never mind. Oh my god. You be you. Gay dating meets Periscope meets chat roulette meets chatterbait. Dude, I was about to tell y'all. Sometimes it feels like I'm the only gay here on Periscope. Because there's not as many as there were when I first got on here. Or maybe there are, but they're all young and shit. And y'all know me, I like them. I like them old. I like them old. Your husband remembered that whole he wants to make an app drama? That was funny. It was gonna be called You Be You. Spelled literally You Be You. Right? That's what he was gonna do. He was gonna make a Periscope like app called You Be You. But like no petty, like you couldn't petty report and all this shit like that. So you were gonna be able to keep your account for longer, blah blah blah. Oh god, the good old days of Periscope. The good old days. What else? That's all that happened yesterday and today. Nothing good happened today. If I can't be petty, fuck exactly. Fuck it. Well, I'm gonna be petty and end this scope now. And go try to look for Crafty's rant because that account got deleted. And I didn't record the second one. Or I didn't record any of them actually. And now I'm mad. Because I told you a while back that account got deleted. Bendeja. They petty reported that account, girl. Oh, she has them? Is it on that Gina Baby Scopes Twitter? Or do I need to ask her to send me a link? Because those were funny. Especially day twos. With we're gonna have a raffle. That was funny. We're gonna be raffling off 3 stitchers. Anyway, kids. Anyway, boys and girls. My gay ass is going to get off of here, get in the bed, and get ready to watch some late night tennis. Well, late night here, but prime time in Australia. Whatever you call it. Because my tennis boyfriend is about to take the court in a couple of hours. So I gotta get ready. That's why Will left. Rude. Very rude. Okay, kids. Y'all be good. Hi and bye, Brown Eyes. I'm leaving. You can watch the replay. Everybody be good. Don't take no shit. And have good sleeps whenever y'all go to sleep. For those of you that don't go to sleep, like sushi, don't be going to the store late and shit like that. Anyway, good night, everybody. Bye-bye. Wait, y'all are typing. I'm waiting for y'all to finish typing. Thank you, Brown Eyes. Um, They need to make it easier to end this shit. Hang up first. Oh, duh.